Gala Kumusta? Welcome to another episode of the Chyrel Macale Cariaga show. Today, we are going to have a very special guest. And also, we are live at UHF Digital Terrestrial Television, Channel 51. We're also live at Parasat Cable TV, that is Channel 27, 28, and 29. And of course, we're also live at DEARBC Cable TV Analog, Channel 19. And we're also live at Digital Channel 2. And of course, we're also live at our Facebook page, live at Jao TV 51_official. You could also see us live at YouTube channel, Jao TV 51_official. Jao TV is also, we also have Jao TV FM, which is under 107.1, the first digital teleradio in northern Mindanao. The people ask, how can DOST contribute to the economic development of our country? The Department of Science and Technology, or DOST, shall provide central direction, leadership, coordination of scientific and technological efforts, and ensure that the results therefrom are geared and utilized in the areas of maximum economic and social benefits for the people. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on our studio today, of course, always been our special guest at most of our guesting with DOST. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Science Research Specialist Juan. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Julie Ann Baculio. Hi, Jewel.
Good morning, ma'am.
How are you, Jewel? How are you today?
I'm great, ma'am.
So recently, we just had a our launching for the Mind to Market, and we were very proud of that because we have seen so many innovators and researchers, that are proud Filipinos, and in that effect, we could only see the brilliant minds of our Filipino or co-Filipino or fellow men who have developed all of this technologies and all of this research when it comes to food business. So tell us, how did you come up with the Mind to Market? Usually we call it Farm to Market, but now it's Mind to Market. How did you come up with that, Jewel?
Yeah, Mind to Market is a launching now of the products developed from the project or the marketing academy we started on January with the Department of Science and Technology,
right?
And also in partnership of our state universities and colleges here in northern Mindanao. Actually, it's not just here in Region 10, but also in other regions in the Philippines. So for Region 10, we have the Marketing Academy. It's an academy of including SUCs, entrepreneurs. They are they have been given classes on how to develop new products out of the raw materials here, specific here in our region. So after like 6 months of classes of the Marketing Academy, we now launched the successfully developed new products here in the region. So one of the products launched was the tomato pineapple powder.
Right.
Tomato pineapple blend powder.
Which tastes good.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and really high in vitamin C. So the products were or the program seeks to ensure food security in northern Mindanao. For example, the tomato. We have
a good supply.
A good supply of tomato, especially in Bukidnon.
Right.
And also pineapple. So, to solve the food security for tomato and pineapple, we turn them into powder. And it's a food innovation because it's not just tomato, it's blended now with pineapple, and it's turned into powder for longer shelf life.
Now, Jewel, there was currently a crisis about the farmers. Just recently, they've shown that they have to throw away all of their produce because it was not already, the supply was just so vast already that no more buyers. And then ang supply was so big, the supply was so big and the demand is not that big. So that's why the farmers had to sacrifice all of the produce and throw it away. So maybe we could extend and have our DOST to give them, a little bit of knowledge and maybe give a seminar to share, what we can do so that dili mapud
Yes.
masayang ang ilang produce.
Yes, actually, this food innovation, ma'am, the tomato pineapple blend, is our big solution to that. If we the Mind to Market, the regional launching of newly developed products that includes the tomato pineapple blend powder, seeks to invite entrepreneurs, investors that would adopt this new food innovation. If it is adopted, then we will have another person to utilize the produce from the farmer.
I think you should probably contact all of the LGUs under these farmers, because
Yes.
we have a very big farmers. We have a lot of farmers in Bukidnon, so maybe
Yes,
if
ma'am.
you give them the information that we're
Yes.
actually going to give trainings, free trainings for them, so that they will be able to understand how to create a product out of their produce.
Yes, actually, the DOST also have a community empowerment through science and technology program. So it seeks to empower communities, associations, or if farmers have associations, you can really contact DOST 10 to empower your community, your association. For example, we have Farmers Association for the Tomato Farmers Association.
Are you in contact with them, Jewel?
Yeah, we are really inviting, encouraging LGUs, the local government units, to avail of our community empowerment through science and technology program. We would meet and discuss what the community needs. Tapos, we discuss the technology needs, the training needs of every association connected to that local government unit. So we need the active participation, ma'am, of the LGUs for this program.
Yes. I also seen there were a lot of food entrepreneurs there that I saw, especially the coconut producer, which they made tulatik. What was the name of the producer? And then I was able to understand, they have utilized every bit of part of a coconut, to be utilized as a. In fact, I was very amazed because some of the products there actually, especially they made the banana peel flour, which is absolutely amazing.
Banana with its peel.
So meaning yung panit sa saging, is being utilized, made into powder, and became a flour. So this flour is also high in potassium, because we know that the banana is made of it has a lot of vitamins, and especially potassium. And so this product is actually being utilized and being made into a flour that we could use. And and it's also high in fiber. And I was very amazed because there were really products there was baked through those banana peel flour.
Yes.
And I was amazed because I tested all of the products there, and then I was very impressed about the cookie, chocolate cookie made of banana peel flour. I mean, I'm a baker myself, and having all these this technologies that's being applied now through a new invention or being made into amazing products out of nothing. Can you imagine a banana peel? But now it becomes something it becomes something that is utilized, and then it's being made, and then the product is being sold. So that's totally amazing. And then also there, also have witnessed naratay coco sabor. And we just a cocoa made into liquid seasoning. Can you imagine that? And then in fact yesterday, I tried it because I was cooking yesterday, and then my daughter wanted to use it, and I said like, oh my God, it tastes amazing.
Yes.
And from that also, we also have the wombok.
Chinese cabbage.
Chinese cabbage made into vegetable seasoning. That is
powderized
so
also.
amazing. And there are just so much things in the technologies right now that I could not even imagine that is being applied now and is being used in the households. and that's being sold. So that's a great thing, a great breakthrough of the OST.
Yes, ma'am. So we really invite entrepreneurs, investors to adopt these food innovations. You did not just help your company add a new product line, but also help our farmers na overwhelmed with the number of crops they produce.
Right. You know, it's amazing that that's the reason why that I usually go to kinibang mga markets bitaw na on the side of the road, because especially when you go to public markets like Hugon or Carmen, you would see all of those and I usually ask them, they're from Talakag, they're from somewhere else in Bukidnon, and then they have to carry that, no, wala na sila yung mga sakinan. And then they just have to carry it on a public transportation, carry out all the produce. And of course, because dili man nila kaya mag-rent, so they're just on a sidewalk. And then I said to myself, you know, why not, you know, support our local farmers? You know, like, kay sa mga ito pa kag mga malls, and it's mahal pa dito, no? Kay, syempre, gi-refrigerate na sila sa, convenient na kaayo. So if you were to think about and thinking about the farmers itself, I would likely support the local farmers.
Yes.
No, go to the markets and buy their products and produce.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Actually, we have another launching of another food technology in Bukidnon. It's iron fortified rice.
Wow!
Yeah, it's another launching this coming August 3, ma'am.
Oh my God! So we're flying to Bukidnon.
This time, the technology is adapted na.
I see.
So we will launch.
So let's talk about it, Jewel. What is this all about?
So iron fortified rice, it's a product. It's a technology produced by the Iron Fortified Rice Now project of the USD Food Nutrition Research Institute.
Wow! So a rice with iron.
Yes,
Wow!
it seeks
it's amazing.
to answer the iron deficiency, especially here in northern Mindanao. So this time we have an adapter na. It's a Maramag Multipurpose Cooperative.
Wow! So adopting this technology.
Yes.
Okay, great.
They are most of them are rice millers.
Wow.
So they will fortify iron to the rice.
I see.
So this August 3 we will launch that, and we hope that our stakeholders would also be present on that day to promote this technology. And iron fortified rice is also available for adoption to other rice millers there here in our region.
I see. So I'm just really also overwhelmed with the USTPs, no? They're actually one of our arm that actually gives us, more research, and then giving us help from all of our researchers and our food innovators. They're actually cooperating with them to give them additional knowledge of the product. So the UST is a big part and role of our entrepreneurs here in the region. And it's just so amazing that we have a government that stands by and help our entrepreneurs themselves, to give a better technology and enhance all of their products. And in fact, preserving their products itself.
Ma'am.
So with that, Jewel, there are some food that is displayed now that sometimes we are very, very worried sometimes because the shelf life of the product.
Yes.
Now I know that the OST is giving them a training for this, so that they will be able to understand how long is the shelf life of the product. So tell us about that, Joe.
Yes, shelf life of the product varies, and actually the preparation for the shelf life starts from the raw mat preparation alone.
Right.
So you need to have good manufacturing practice to make sure that your product is safe. And when your product is safe, it's free of bacteria.
Yes.
It's free of moisture that would eventually lead to
Spoil.
molds that would spoil the product. So also the packaging and labeling is of great importance.
Because you have to put the labeling there and inform the consumer that it expires on this date and this month, right?
And the type also of packaging, ma'am, determines also is a factor of the shelf
the safety.
life.
Oh, okay.
Safety and the shelf life of the product. So we provide trainings on good manufacturing practices, on food safety, on packaging and labeling. In fact, most of our staff already help a lot of micro, small, and medium enterprises design and upgrade their packaging and labeling.
Right.
So at least now you have a partner.
Correct.
You have an expert to ask what type of packaging would your product would really prefer. Like would your product prefer the pack, the Ziploc bags, the boxes, like something like that. So we have experts that would tell you what would be the most preferable packaging for your products, and the design also. Our staff will help you with that. And actually, these are requirements to acquire license to operate for our businesses, especially for food processors.
Oh, wow. So just so everybody would know that we have our DOST team to actually give them, a good feedback on their product, especially if you submit your product to them, and then they will be able to tell you, having this study that how long does this food last.
Yeah.
So that means that it's given the approval from DOST researchers that this has the life of 3 days, 4 days, and 5 days, and so on and so forth, and that we will be able to protect our consumers from getting expired products. But then some of our developers and researchers says that some products can have a shelf life of a month after the expiry. So I don't know about that, but some has been attesting that a month after, and they're still selling the products, which is that even safe, Jewel?
Actually, our laboratory cited that, diba, we have expires on, and we also have best before.
Okay.
So it was decided, I think it's the Food and Drug Administration. I'm not really so sure, but I will get back to you on this one, just to confirm that it was decided to only put one. The expiry date, the exact expiry date. So wala nang best before, because it will lead to confusion, and it will also lead to misinformation that the products will still be consumable after the expiry date.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's very clear. At least you will have to check all of the expiry dates at the back of the product. So whenever you go to the groceries, there's always like, don't just get the products that is already expired. I mean, some of these are not being monitored sometimes. I mean, there are some neglect,
Yes.
and discrepancy, and there are some, inefficiency when it comes to keeping track on the barcodes, and especially some of those that have the expiry dates on, but then it wasn't monitored. So sometimes you could bring products that are expired. So please, you just have to be safe so that you will not be getting sick about this, and then it will create a big problem to your family. So it's better to be more careful, especially in looking at the products. Now, Jewel, moving on, we are very excited because DOST has been on the platform of developing, and of course on helping our entrepreneurs in terms of our technology. So we're very proud of that. So in this point, Jewel, I know that we have discussed about the research when it comes to not even bacterial but viral infection detection, no? And then how is it coming along, Jewel? Because the DOST has the brilliant minds of these people that can actually create some technologies that can detect before we get infected.
For the detection, ma'am, I'm not really so sure of the technology, but for the COVID-19, with the advent of the COVID-19 pandemic, we had researches done for virgin coconut oil,
right,
as a it's not really a medicine, it's like a substitute to take when you experience symptoms. So it has been proven from clinical trials that persons with mild symptoms of the COVID-19 when taking virgin coconut oil, the symptoms will not push through na because
It will subside.
after 3 days, I think. But I will still to confirm that. But the research proved that VCO is very effective.
Yes.
And not just for mild symptoms, but also for severe.
Yeah.
So
It's
at least
amazing, you know, sometimes
one
you,
tablespoon.
do you know Gwyneth Paltrow?
Not
Gwyneth Paltrow is actually an American celebrity, and I just catch her, you know, discussing about the virgin coconut oil, and people are asking, like, what is your secret to, you know, like to younger skin and all that? And she was stating that she's taking, and she actually took it. In front of the camera and telling everybody that this is my secret, you know, having this skin that glows every day, you know, like the skin is very moisturized, and she's taking actually a virgin coconut oil, 1 tablespoon every morning. So
every morning.
So that's really amazing. So Gwyneth Paltrow is just really, you know, really pretty, and she looks really young. So I think that's one of the best things that the virgin coconut oil can do to the body.
But sometimes people are reluctant to taking virgin coconut oil because of the taste and texture. So, but actually VCO has a lot of benefits. And according to our Undersecretary for Research and Development, USEC Rowena Cristina Guevara, VCO has no side effects.
Right.
Except for if you take a lot of VCO, you will experience kanang malibang sila per minute. So that's the only side effect if you take a lot of VCO.
I see. So like, but anyway, it could also be used in cooking. So in replacement, because there's actually no fat on that, so you could actually use that when it comes to cooking. So if you really want to look, you know, healthy, and you want to feel good about yourself, I think one of the best ways is using the coconut oil, and that is very, very effective, because one of which in the Philippines we have a lot of coconuts. We are probably one of the best producers, and you know, and we have that all over the region, and we're rich in coconuts all over the region. So one of the best things. Now, realizing this, DOST is also one of the partners for this cocoa sugar.
Yes.
Right.
Actually, we have a small enterprise technology upgrading program beneficiary. It's Trunk to Gold. They produce cocoa sugar, and also they are the manufacturers the inventors for the cocoa savoir.
Yeah, right. So they're linked. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So they are, though they are entrepreneurs, they are also inventing new products from coconuts.
I see. So Jill, tell me about it, because every August, as I could remember, that you usually have this exhibition.
Yes.
Yes, and then for the last 2 years, and we didn't have that because COVID was really a big factor, you know, in having those exhibits, because of course with the problems that we have for contracting the disease. But now we're at level 1, and then all the trades are open. So are you planning? The OST is actually planning to have the exhibition here again in Mindanao.
We are planning to conduct the National Science and Technology Week sa Amihanang Mindanao this coming October.
I see.
It will be celebrated together with the Northern Mindanao Food Expo.
I see.
So it is a really big event. We are looking forward to conduct the event at the Atrium, Limketkai Center. So we are hoping na dili na magtaas ang COVID cases, so that we can conduct it physically, face to face. We can exhibit technologies, our technologies face
all
to
over
face.
the region.
And products all over the region.
So that's really great. You know, DOST, I have a big respect for DOST, because DOST has been our pillar, and actually it's a great factor in our businesses today. And sometimes you just it blows your mind that there are so many things that our local produce can do, and then innovate it to something else, and it's amazing. And I'm just really grateful that the OST is really a part of our the lives of the Filipinos are always there.
Yes.
And that, June, moving forward, what are we trying to plan for the ways forward with the OSTs, and can you tell us more about the programs that you're conducting right now and giving our entrepreneurs a chance to really excel in their field?
Yes. The UST having a goal of providing science and technology in the region, we still have these strategies to accelerate technology adoption, improve, that would be through setup our small enterprise technology upgrading program for the micro, small, and medium enterprises. So if you need technology for our micro, small, and medium enterprises, if you need technology to advance your enterprise to be competitive and productive and more productive, you may contact DOSC 10 for that. We also have programs to enhance human resource in science and mathematics. That would be our scholarship programs.
Wow.
So our junior level science scholarship program for incoming regular third year college who are enrolled in our S&T priority courses, mostly math and sciences. Our deadline for application is this coming July 31. So we hope to receive your applications for those who want to be scholars of the nation. DOST has the highest amount of scholarship allowance every month compared to other agencies.
Right, that's true, that's true.
We do provide 7,000 monthly allowance for the students, for our scholars, and that is exclusive of their book allowance, their travel allowance, their tuition allowance if they opt to enroll in private universities. So, and a lot of benefits, of course. If you are a DOST scholar, I know DOST scholars can relate. You really have a good chance and a good opportunity if you're a DOST scholar.
And then some of the scholars, when they graduate, they actually can be employed under DOST.
Yes, that would give them an edge.
An edge.
Yeah.
And then I believe that there are a lot of Filipinos out there, and especially our young, generations today we have a lot of young generations today that are really, really bright.
Yes.
So don't skip this chance, because the government is giving you this opportunity to become a scholar yourself and develop your skill and maybe help out the country through your expertise in your field, especially in science and math and other diverse technologies that can be applied to your course. And then we could be very, very grateful when we graduate, at least these technologies and the things that we have studied can be applied to our technology today.
Yes, ma'am. Also, we have so many programs, but I would like to highlight our OroBest Innovation Program. It's a synergy between the enterprise, the industry sector, the academe sector, and the government sector. For example, an enterprise is in need of research and development. For example, ma'am, we have the Green Pastures Corporation. It's an enterprise manufacturing moringa with spirulina.
And I like that.
Yeah, capsules. Their problem is that in the advent of COVID-19, they were not able to import spirulina because we do not have spirulina here. We need to import.
So spirulina is a plant?
Algae, ma'am.
Oh, it's algae. Okay, now I know.
So we need to import. They need to import that because spirulina is an added value to their moringa capsule product.
Then why not the OSTs help out for us to develop spirulina here?
So through the OroBest Innovation Program, we tap the MSU Naawan. They they research on it, on how to come
Grow.
up and establish spirulina farm here in our region. So
Because if it's an algae, you have to grow them.
yes, ma'am. So we have now, the farm is now realized.
Wow,
We
so we
have
should
now
take a
the
visit then.
it's in Alubihid. So
I see.
So the farm is now established, and the enterprise, the Green Pastures Corporation, is now it's on its stage 3 of their
On the research.
Yeah, of the implementation also of harvesting, growing the spirulina here in northern Mindanao. Then after that, they would further put that into their moringa capsules. So the government or the DOST's role is the funding
I
of
see.
the research
Okay.
and development. So that so through OroBest, we have synergy between the three big sectors for inclusive innovation growth. So we make sure, or we hope that through OroBest, the research that the universities conduct are really demand driven. They do not just research on their own or what comes to their mind, but it should be what the industry needs, what
Right.
the enterprise needs, so that their research would not go to waste, and it will be applied for the innovation of our economic development also.
Yes,
for
it's
region.
true. I mean, it's a collective sharing of ideas. I mean,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
just really have to ask some people, you know, in the expertise of what branch that they can actually contribute, and then give suggestions. I think that's one of the things that we have to, the synergy that we just choose. You have to emerge all of those brilliant minds and create a product, which is, you know, a better product when there's shared by so many brains.
Yes.
So if you could just see the potential of all these, you know, innovators, and see how they are developing all of these products that can be a great help to the community and to the people, and then which is one of the best things about DOST. And now, Jewel, what are we going to do about some of the products that are going to be developed? So they really need help. And sometimes, you know, some of these farmers that have come up with some, you know, ideas but cannot really implement it because they need help. And sometimes they have questions like they cannot get a breakthrough because sometimes there is a problem in developing the products, and that's why how do we reach out to them, and so that they will be able to give them a chance to have the training and understanding the product itself to be developed.
Yes, we have been really on information dissemination,
And campaigns.
and campaigns, focusing on product innovations, ma'am. So, in fact, for those who are asking, or for those who have set their minds on product innovation, we actually have in Northern Mindanao Food Innovation Center for food innovations. We have equipments there. For example, you want to powderize something, for example, goat's milk. So milk has very short shelf life. So you
How do you preserve it? Sometimes you
we
make it into
powderize
cheese.
that.
Sometimes you make it into
yeah,
cheese, right?
cheese or powder.
And pasteurize it first.
Yes, ma'am. So we have an equipment in the Food Innovation Center that would make
Test.
into powder.
to test.
Yeah, I make into powder or innovate your food. So you just have
So
to
you
pay
just
some
have-
fee.
Oh, a little minimal fee,
Yeah, minimum fee.
so that you will be able to test the product if it's
Yes,
how it is.
ma'am.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
great.
So
See, I
that's
mean,
for
then
food
if you're
processors.
planning to create something else right now, there are so many
Yeah.
processing plants and of
Yes.
course machineries that the OSD has to actually test your product. So if you wanted it to powderize, we could do that.
yes,
No problem. If you wanted to preserve something, maybe a milk or something to do it like to undergo bacterial study, and we could do that. The OSD could do that.
We have a laboratory
Oh
for
my
that.
God, that is so awesome! I love the
Yeah,
OSD.
that is for food innovation. We also have metals innovation.
Yeah, right.
Also located
So
in the
fabrication.
Yes, ma'am. Also located in USTP. So we
So
have
there
the
are-
Metals and Engineering Innovation Center for that.
Wow. And in fact, you also promote green gas.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's perfect.
Yes.
I mean, now that the pollution and that in our country today, and we just really need this green grass so that we will able to breathe a healthy air. And there are some technologies that you have also applied through USDP and the USD's
Yes,
partnership.
Yes. And not just sa USDP, no, maybe basi makingon ng uban na unfair. We also have a lot of food technologies from the Central Mindanao University.
SCMU, right?
Yeah, in fact, we have like Paco.
Fern.
Are you familiar with?
Yes,
ma'am.
Fern.
The CMU made that into gummy, like kanang gummy bears.
No
Gummy
way.
Fern. Yes, ma'am. So we have.
Wow, that's
we have,
awesome.
We have that food technology, and it's commerciable now. It's ready to be adopted. Now.
Right, that's perfect. So there's just so many things that the OSD has done for the country. And salute to the OSD's development and technologies that you have actually given our Filipino fellow men a chance to really excel on these products. Now, just looking forward to what the OSD has done, and I know that you guys are conducting some trainings now. What are the available trainings right now offered by the OSD?
We always conduct food safety training.
Okay.
We always conduct good manufacturing practice, the steps to acquire the license to operate for food processors. We also recently usher experts into the different entrepreneurs in all over the region. So we usher our experts in the industry field to really visit our enterprises, our assisted enterprises here in the region. So, but if an enterprise has a training need that we can offer, they can just write us a letter, ma'am.
Okay, and
then we can just
request
arrange
and arrange the training. So
Yes, ma'am.
that's very good. Now, there are so many livelihoods that we can also offer to our people here in Region 10. And I know that the OSD is also very active on that because this livelihood that we provide for the women's organizations and all of the organizations that has been in the region for many years. I know that the OSD has also been a partner to that, and we are giving them a chance also to give them a chance of livelihood for this. Can you tell us more about our livelihood provided for our associations and cooperatives in the region?
Yeah, as mentioned earlier, we have the Community Empowerment through Science and Technology program. It has 5 key entry points. That means it has 5. It can enter your community through 5 key areas. That first is the livelihood. Livelihood is included. For example, we have a lot of communities na assisted for from our project na Community Empowerment through Science and Technology. In fact, one of our recipients are the indigenous people of Bukidnon, the taro farmers.
Yes, I've
diba,
heard
ma'am?
about taro chips, and I like taro chips.
You tasted our taro
Yes,
chips.
it's so amazing. Yeah.
So it is very refreshing to see the IP people using our technology.
Right,
Yeah.
and then understanding it and letting them
Yeah.
understand how to operate these technologies.
And you don't see reluctancy from their side. So I hope other communities would also be like that, would really open their minds to adopting new technologies, new processes, advised by the Department of Science and Technology.
Right.
And aside from that, another entry point to empower these communities, associations is through education.
Right.
We install digital library in a box. It's a computer. It has a it is housed with a powerful library, math and sciences, for the students who do not have access to various resources in mathematics,
Especially
and
in
sciences.
books.
Yes,
And sometimes
ma'am.
books are very expensive.
Yeah.
And that if we'll have this libraries available for our students, so they can actually just sit down and look at the computer,
Yeah.
or they can actually just read it
Yeah.
out of our provisions. So that's one good thing that the DOST has been providing, and probably DOST is the leading agency that has been working out with our entrepreneurs and developers and researchers and entrepreneurs all over the country.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, we really would really like to promote the Starbucks, the digital library I've been mentioning, because it's not just open for schools located here in the city. Our target really are schools na yung magtabok pagsuba, magbaklay pagpila ka oras, just to go there. And even if you do not have electricity, we can come up with a solar-powered Starbucks.
Wow!
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome.
It's actually the solar-powered Starbucks. It's one of the schools in Davao. Nakatong grabe like pila ka hours nga magbaklay ay pa maabot dito. The teachers there are very thankful because a solar-powered Starbucks was installed there, and their students are really into science and mathematics na.
Right.
Yeah, they are inclined na with science and mathematics because they see resources, they see videos.
So what is a Starbucks all about? What is this? Is it a gadget? Is it a technology? What is this?
It's a software system, ma'am.
Software.
It's a library to be installed in a computer unit.
So either a laptop or any desktop computer can be applied
Yeah,
for.
a desktop computer.
That's
So
great.
we are encouraging our Department of Education.
To partner.
Yeah.
Yes, because
to
that's
really
one of the
adopt
best things,
this.
because some of the teachers cannot bring the whole, computer, or any technology in hand. I think if they will apply the Starbucks, then that could be a big help to our
Yes.
students out there.
Yes, ma'am.
In the far-flung areas and reachable. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And also, aside from education, we have health. So we roll out food technologies to communities na grabe ang malnutrition. So it's not just feeding; it's rolling out of complementary food. We partner LGUs, then LGUs would partner households. Tapos, like 26 days they feed the malnourished kids of DOST food technologies. Kato pong mga invented by DOST Food and Nutrition Research Institute, like the rice mongo curl.
Wow. Well, that is very nutritious, right?
Yes, ma'am. Rice mongo blend for katong mga babies nga. Like, it's like kanang Cerelac, like something like that. It's rice and mongo developed by DOST. So, we really monitor them like from day 1 to day 26. And results are very positive that malnutrition is alleviated upon the community.
That is so amazing.
So that's how we empower community through science and technology.
And then, Jewel, there was a technology that I have found out that the OST had developed.
Yes.
This preserved foods, like this food that can be eaten out of a tin.
Yes.
Out of a pouch. I mean, if there was a calamity and there's no way you could cook food, and then you can eat this, just heating it, and then voila, you'll have food.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Actually, we have that. The ready-to-eat binignit,
Oh
ready-to-eat
my God.
champurrado, ready-to-eat tinolang manok.
Wow, that is so amazing. How come I didn't taste this?
So, these food technologies, food innovations, we are very happy to inform everybody that Best Friend Goodies, one of our partners in the USD, adopted these food technologies, and because they adopted these food technologies are now available in the market.
Wow, that's so
That's
amazing.
20 pesos per pouch.
And aside from that, Jewel, it could be used and this could be purchased, especially on the calamity
Yes, ma'am.
areas. Like, for example, if this area has been flooded and there's really no way you could just give them like,
Yeah.
food for immediate hunger. I mean, this can
No
be
need to
supplied to them.
reheat, no need to put in the refrigerator. It's ready to eat. Like you have ready to eat tinolang manok all the time. Ready to
I
eat.
mean, but you have to heat
minute
it up. You have to heat it up. Come on.
If you want, lagi ma'am, no? If you want nga, init good siya pag-consume.
I think everybody
But
likes hot food
Yeah.
or hot meal. Nobody wants cold food, right?
Yeah. Pwede po, actually.
Yeah.
Pwede
Okay,
po.
that's good. That's good. I mean, it's just so amazing. You guys, I know that you're learning now what's happening. And it's just that I am being overwhelmed now. Julie and I have been friends for quite some time now. And I have actually have a tracked, getting tracked on all of the technologies and of course the launchings of all of these new products. And I've always been there because you've always invited
Yes,
me.
ma'am.
And then developing through the years, understanding that there's just so many things that we can do. If you think that there are some food out there that you think it's useless, no, it's not. It can be developed into something else. So it's better to really learn about science, because you know what science is? Science is a systematic arrangement of knowledge which is based on experimentation and observation through the use of five senses. Now the reason why we have these five senses is that this is the factor that we will be able to really get an understanding of what science is all about. Sometimes we don't understand what's happening in the world, but if you open your mind to science, science will give you the knowledge and give you the tool to really understand what's going around and understanding why there are things that are happening, and you can control them. But the thing is, there are some technologies applied that you will be able to make sense. It really has. And if you really want to go through this, and if you have the genius mind, don't be afraid. And if you're a child or if you're a student right now, and if you really wanted to go and get scholarship from the OST, then get it. And it's available for everyone. And if you just enroll under your courses which are available in other universities, and then DOST can help you out with that, and will come up as one of our innovators and entrepreneurs in the country, and the best of ones today.
Yes.
So, Jewel, I know that DOST is really capable of sending some of our scholars for other countries, so that they will be also able to get some trainings there and applied it here. And I know that DOST is also providing for that, wherein they're actually giving a chance to have a research conducted in somewhere in the country, and then they come back and apply the technology. Tell us about that, Joe.
Actually, ma'am, the Department of Science and Technology Science Education Institute offers a lot of various scholarship programs. So we have scholarship programs like the ones I mentioned earlier, for the incoming third year college, the junior level science scholarship. We also have the undergraduate scholarship for incoming first year college. We have scholarships for high school, the Philippine Science High School scholarship, and we have scholarships that would usher you abroad.
Yes.
So
yes.
actually, we have friends na they availed of this scholarship, so they are studying abroad na, thanks to the UST SEI, the UST Science and Education Institute. So for those who are really interested to apply, and everyone really is welcome to apply. I can see mga good reluctance because they're afraid because it's science and technology, but no, it's open for everyone. The scholarships are open for everyone, so we are really encouraging. Even if you are a graduate now, we have MS degree scholarships. We have PhD scholarships in accredited schools like the USTP, the CMU, the Xavier University. You can inquire from that schools if you want to pursue your master's degree, your PhD.
Right.
So, and if you want to study masters and PhD in abroad, we also
can do
have
that.
yes, ma'am. We also have
Yes.
scholarships for that.
So amazing. And DOST
So-
is just like the avenue. It's just like a big avenue for
Yes.
you to excel.
And they just have to visit the DOST SEI website. It's sei.dost.gov.ph.
Okay, can we put that on the screen right now? Kai, can you actually just put this on the screen? What is the contact for them to really, inquire in case if they wanted to get the
Scholarship.
the scholarship? Can we put that on the screen right now? What to contact to? Again, Jules, can you say that?
Yes, the website is www.sei.dost.gov.ph.
Okay, so I thought someone help us. www.sei.
SEI.
SEI.
SEI, yes.
SEI.
Science Education Institute.
SEI, please pay attention.
Science Education
Yes,
Institute.
Eagle. SEI.
Yeah. SEI, yeah.
Okay.
.dost.
DOST.
.gov.ph.
.ph.
Yan.
Okay, that's on the screen right now, so you can actually put that on the screen. So I hope everybody could see it on our screen right now on TV, so that they will know where to contact, what to contact. That's www.sei.dost.gov.ph. And of course, they can also call us with your numbers, right, Jewel?
Yes, we are now visible like in various social media pages. We are on Facebook, DOST space 10, that's DOST 10. We are on Instagram. We are on TikTok.
Yeah, you have TikTok
Yeah,
too.
we now
That's
have
amazing.
produced TikTok, and if you have questions, we can come up with a mini TikTok video to answer your inquiry.
Wow, that is
And
crazy.
we also have
TikTok
Twitter.
and DOST.
Yeah, we really need to get on the trend, ma'am.
Yes,
just
of course.
to disseminate
To
the
capture
information.
the audience.
Yes, ma'am.
That is so great. Okay. And so, Jewel, thank you very much for
Thank you,
coming.
ma'am.
And it's just, I know that you are always a partner, and Jao TV is always a partner
you,
with DOST. So you're always welcome to come and give us more details, and of course, give us some more information about DOST. And we're very glad that we have come up with an informative discussion today that everybody will understand and know more information about DOST. So again, I will invite you to visit the website www.sei.dost.gov.ph for more inquiries, and of course for more information. You will have contact numbers there where you can also contact them through FB page, through TikTok. Do you have Twitter?
Yes, ma'am.
You also have Twitter, and they have also Instagram. So that's actually included there at their page. So visit them today. So thank you very much to all of our televiewers right now, to all the 80 barangays in Cagayan City, and of course the 24 municipalities of Misamis Oriental, and of course the 4 provinces in the region, and of course also our 2 components in Misamis Oriental. And to all of you out there, all our 500,000 households and more, and to all of you out there who's been watching this program, that has been your host, Chyrel Macale Cariaga, for the Chyrel Macale Cariaga Show. So till next Saturday again, between 9 to 10 in the morning, only right here on Jao TV. Have a pleasant day, everyone.